Just because you don't get this whole lawn care thing doesn't make us crazy and make it all ridiculous. Welcome back to Budget Lawns, my friends. This video today, we've got rain in the forecast, got rain yesterday evening, so no lawn care. But we're still going to talk about it, and this one is going to be the video that you can share with all your friends, especially those friends that just think you're some wacko who's ridiculously crazy about his lawn. But first, thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all my subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. Hit that thumbs up button, notification bell, and leave me a comment. Helps out the channel more than you realize. So, all right, I'm sure I speak for a lot of us when I say that I'm sure at some point you've been made fun of, picked on, ridiculed, whatever, for taking so much care of your lawn and paying so much attention and giving so much time to it. Trust me, I think it's pretty crazy myself. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it works for me. Let's put it this way. What is any different about a lawn care hobby than someone who, I don't know, goes to the gym 5 days a week, is on a stringent diet, and is really worried about how his abs and biceps look? What's the difference in that and me being worried about how my edges and my grass and flower beds look? They both take a lot of time. They're both hobbies. Does make one better than the... No, one's not better than the other. But before we even get deeper into this, let's set a few rules here. Okay, because I know what the naysayers are going to say to a lot of the things I point out in this video. Well, it's just grass. Grass is made to be walked on. Oh, get over it. It's not that big of a deal. Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you there. I agree with all those things. But doesn't mean it doesn't bother us, you know? We just get a fresh cut lawn, and all of a sudden we look outside and our neighbors have their dogs and kids running through the front yard and peeing and pooping in the yard the dogs are. That's not supposed to bother us. I mean, I see people all the time washing their cars and trucks and constantly wiping them down to make sure they've got that perfect finish and shine on them. Does that mean we should walk up to it in their driveway and throw mud all over it? No. No. It's just our hobby. You know, I could so easily spend bukus of money several days a week on golf. You know how expensive golf is? Pretty darn. I mean, a good bag set up with irons and putters and balls and drivers and 3 woods and the whole shebang, you're talking thousands of dollars. And countless hours on the range, the practice green, playing holes and memberships and greens fees. Well, hey, maybe I'm a boat fanatic and I sink lots of money into a slip at the dock. Lots of time and maintenance and repairs. Time spent out on the lake with friends. Hey, but there's one thing all these hobbies have in common. We all enjoy them. You know, I don't want this to sound like a sob story by any stretch of the imagination. I just think it's so funny how the lawn care hobby gets such a strange rap. You know, like there's something wrong with you. You're somehow silly, or your obsessions are stupid. I mean, should I say it that way? That's what some people think, that you're just crazily obsessed. Trust me, I know gym folks that are far more obsessed about their body than I am about my lawn. That ain't no joke. Same thing with boat people, golfers, car and truck people, motorcycle people. I mean, there has to be some level of obsession in a hobby that you really enjoy and really find a lot of happiness in. We put so much time and effort into this because it gives us all those things in these hustle and bustle world, in this hustle and bustle world that we're looking for to calm down and relax and chill out. And we put that much hard work into it. We don't do that for it to just be, messed up by somebody else. I remember being a kid, my mom would clean the house, and trust me, with me and 3 brothers, all within, get this, 3.5 years of each other, we made a mess out of that house. But when my mom cleaned it, she demanded that it stay relatively clean for at least a short period of time, just so she could kind of soak in the hard work that she put into tidying up the house. Just like we might do if we get a fresh cut in, everything's looking tip-top shape. We kind of want it to stay that way, at least for a day, And then after that, you got a day or two between the first and next mow. I let it go. But there's also something else here. It kind of goes back to smearing mud all over somebody's truck that, really cares about having a shiny vehicle. It's just a little bit about respect. If you know somebody takes pride in something, or you can tell somebody takes pride in something, what does it hurt you to honor that? To admire it and say, wow, I'm not going to have any part in frustrating my neighbor or messing that up. It's really not that hard. I see online a lot of times people will say, hey, what can I put in my yard to keep dogs from pooping and peeing in it, or the kids from playing in it? Are there any signs out there that I can put in the lawn to keep people off of it? You know what my response to that is? Don't put anything. We live in a world, unfortunately, that it seems like trying to tell people what to do will only backfire. Folks don't like it. I think putting a sign in your yard is more like a magnet to say, hey, come mess me up. So my advice to you, don't do it. Out of sight, out of mind. If it didn't happen, or if you didn't see it, it didn't happen, doesn't mean it's not. You just don't know. What you don't know can't hurt you. I just go through this with friends and family a lot. It mainly just comes from misunderstanding. When we don't understand things, we just think they're worthless sometimes. But don't worry about if somebody else doesn't understand your lawn care hobby. This is my refuge, my place of peace, my serenity now home. It's therapeutic, and it's where I go to see the fruits of my hard work and labor grow and take place. And with that, I pay forward that mentality and the respect that I'm shown by when I walk around the lawn with my neighbor or with my family and dog. I try to practice what I preach and not let them play or mess up somebody else's yard, even if it looks like crap. Because do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I hope I'm making sense in this, folks. There are a lot of hobbies that we can have. Doesn't make one better than the other, make one make more sense than the other, or one more valuable than the other. We should just be thankful that people have hobbies and find ways to keep their time occupied and work towards something, especially in this crazy time we are living in. So if you know someone, your friends, your family, someone online that pokes fun at you because drives you crazy that the delivery driver walks across your grass, or the neighbor's kids and dogs ride their bikes or run through it. Show them this video and make sure they know you're not some crazy militant guy that stands at his window or her window with binoculars all day protecting their lawn. It's just not the case. It's just not the case. We want our lawns to be admired, enjoyed, respected. That's why I say all the time, my backyard for the dog and kids, they can do what they want. But my front yard is my domain. And in a house with a 1 and 3-year-old and a wife and a dog, believe you me, it's the only personal space I've got. So I'm not asking for much. Okay, my friends, that's it for today's Budget Lawns lecture, we'll call it. Appreciate you joining me, as always, and we'll see you next time.